Alright, so good morning, Facebook. I did this last night, and for whatever reason, the volume screwed up really bad. So, told you I'm new at this, so we're gonna try it again. So, last night our topics were meeting new people, running away from your problems, and dating versus hooking up. So, first one, meeting new people. Last night I had the privilege of meeting someone new, um, and it was pretty cool. I drove down to see him, and we had dinner, and I got home at probably around like 1:30 a.m. Nevertheless, though, I really enjoyed myself, and we had a nice conversation. We ate, we laughed, we learned a lot about each other, and then, you know, we parted our separate ways. Um, and I think, in my opinion, I think that's the way most dates ought to really go. Um, no more are the times for me, now maybe for you, no more are the times where I meet someone on the first occasion and then sleep with them shortly after, within a 24-hour period. Now, it's not always bad, but that's not the intention of a real date. A real date's intention is to get to know someone, maybe more on a personal level, to include personalities, then probably try to learn them about a intimate level. So that's what happened last night. I got to know an individual. He was pretty cool, and then we just gave each other a hug and we parted ways. So I think that's pretty much the way that most dating is supposed to go. All too many times I think we've confused dating and hooking up. You'll meet somebody for the first time who you've never met in person. You'll think they're cool, they'll think you're cool, you'll find attraction to each other, and then before you know it, you're sleeping together. And you haven't really got to know them for who they are. And then, you run the risk of, well, what if you thought they were really cool and then the sex wasn't really everything that you thought it would be. Now, I'm not in any way, shape, or saying that sex should be the determining factor of whether you stay with someone or not. I would never ever say that. But let's be honest. For a lot of people, it definitely shapes where a relationship either goes or doesn't go. So I think that that's not something you should probably be doing off the top, especially if you're just trying to get to know someone. I mean, come on, guys. You know, you've got to really separate the difference between a hookup and a date. You really do. Now, don't get me wrong. I have done hookups a while ago, even recent, and probably some in the future, but that's what a hookup is. On a hookup, I'm not trying to, or at least that's not my primary goal, is to get to know you and anything more than what I need to. Hey, what's your status, all of this, we're doing safe sex, all that stuff. But other than that, I don't need to know about your mother, your father, your siblings, or any of that crap, because that's not what I'm here for. But on the other hand, when that is what I'm here for, as far as a relationship, then I do want to know those things. And those things should probably come a lot sooner than, hey, are you a top or a bottom? Are you verse? What's the size of your dick? Or what's the biggest dick you've ever taken? None of that should really be happening on a date. I'm just being honest. Anyway, so next up subject was running away from situations. Last night, while I was speaking with this individual, I don't know how it came up, but it came up that I'd been in a relationship before, and after it didn't work out to the benefit of the relationship, and my feelings got hurt pretty bad, I moved. I picked up and I moved away. I think that's a tactic that is not good. I kind of learned that from my mother. She used to do that a lot with us. Something didn't go her way. It was nothing for her to wake us up in the middle of the night, say, grab whatever you can, we're leaving. And we would walk. Like, I remember one time walking around this time exactly, probably Christmas, and we were living in Canton, Ohio, and we walked the highway damn near close to Akron. So, until we got picked up by some stranger on the street. But anyway, running away is not what you should do. Oftentimes when we run from something, we are not going to learn that lesson, and we're bound to repeat the same thing again in our new place. So don't run. God's got a lesson for you to learn, and it's best you just stand there and learn it. So no more running from me. It's time to put away childish things. And our last subject, I should have wrote these down because I forgot. We're meeting new people. We're dating. Oh, I think we already did it. Dating versus hookup. All right, so I don't want to beat a dead horse, but hooking up is exactly that. Hooking up. All I need to know is, you know, where the condoms are and where the lube is, because that's what we're going to do. Period. Other than that, today I hope you guys have a great day. It's our Christmas party, and I have to read some poem for the family readiness officer. Oh yeah, speaking of family readiness. So the guy that I went to meet, no, as I was, the guy at the grocery store, the commissary, where I went with the family readiness officer. Yeah, so I did end up talking to him, and I gave him my number. I was nervous as shit. I don't know, it's really weird, you know. A lot of people say, oh, you know, just go up to people and say hello. And I have a really, really personable personality. But when I like you, all that shit changes. It really, really does. So that doesn't mean that if I'm speaking to you openly on the first time, that doesn't mean I'm not attracted to you. It just means that, I don't know, our settings are different, and where we are is different, the scenery. But that yesterday I was afraid. I didn't know. It's kind of almost like a little intimidation thing. Like, damn, you know, like you don't know where, if they're even gay. But you know, I tried it out, and it worked kind of, sort of, but it didn't. I didn't go up and ask him if he was gay or not. I kind of chickened out, but I did speak to him and got a lot of information. But I approached him kind of as a kind of as a recruiter. But I did close with enough balls to tell him, hey, you know, listen, once I found out he was going into the Army already next summer, I said, you know, hey, listen, well, seems like you got a few more months left here in the States, and you're pretty cool. I find you attractive, and if that's okay with you, you know, hit me up sometime, and we'll go from there. I'm not looking for any, you know, specific outcome, except for number one, to obviously overcome my fear, and I think I've done that. So I'm gonna leave now, and I walked out. I don't know. That's just what that was. Anyway, so that's my little spiel for this morning. You may hear from me later on today, and I look forward to your comments, replies, whether they be good or bad. And talk to you soon. God bless.